What's going on? This your boy Shaw, aka Shaw the Barber, aka Skill Hands at Work. Hey, we back, and I'm talking about my favorite clipper right here, the Oster Octanes. Man, I love these clippers so much. This is my favorite clipper. This is my second and third pair. I actually sold my first pair when I was a barber instructor to a student because I didn't think I was ever gonna have time to use them. But now that I'm in the shop full time and not doing anything but barbering, I went ahead and I bought two. If y'all don't know, I'm the type of person, I like two of everything, because when I find something that works, I like having a backup. Even when it's time to just put this one on the charger to charge, I'm working with this one. And when this one goes dead, or I don't ever have a clipper go dead because I change them out so much. I just love this clipper and how it cuts. I'm gonna talk about why I love this clipper and the basics about the clipper and how I use it. This is a cordless lithium ion clipper. The battery is like this. What's cool about it, if you just had one and you bought a spare battery, which you can do that just as easily, you can put your spare in there and you take your clipper and you stand it up like this. So when you want to switch out the batteries, you just take it, pop the new battery in, and you're ready to work. I like that this was one clipper like base that did come with the ability to charge a second one, so I technically didn't need to have a second clipper. I've had these two probably about 3 years now, and they're working great and I love them. The one reason why I decided I wanted to go with detachable blade over adjustable clippers, even though I do own some adjustable clippers, I like that these cut all types of hair. I don't have to, like with adjustable clippers, it seems like one clipper cuts better. I'm not saying it can't cut. It seems like one clipper cuts better on certain types of hair, another clipper cuts better on a different type of hair. With these clippers right here, the Octanes, I've never had a problem with them performing well on one type of hair and not performing well on another type of hair. So I really like these because of that reason. I like the way they have the base. The one downside to this clipper over other detachable clippers, and I will say this, there is no way to plug up a cord well, I don't know, maybe they have a battery that you can slide in or something, but there's no like cord that can plug up into the back of this clipper so that you can keep cutting. This is a great little design. It stands up well. I have one of these on my station as well, and it makes it so I can just keep my clippers up and looking neat, and they're not sitting in the drawer. You do have two little things where you can mount it on the wall if you want to put screws in. It's very sturdy. This light comes on and tells you when it's green, it means it's charged. When it's red, it means it's charging. That's the base. These are the equivalent of guards, except for you never have to worry about them falling off when you're in the middle of a cut. I've never had to replace any of my blades. I've had these blades for probably 7-8 years. Now, I'm not saying I don't own any more blades. What I'm saying is I never have to go buy any. Clippers like these, you have one blade on it. If you were to do full haircuts with this blade every single day, this blade would get way more use than any one of these blades in particular. These three blades right here get used individually, where in order to do that with this blade, you have it all the way closed, which is this one. You have it in the middle, which is this one. And then you have it all the way open, which is this one. This blade is getting 3 times the amount of use as these blades. And I haven't even gotten to these blades right here. Each blade gets used less, which means that each blade will last longer than this one. All of these are backups to those. For barbers who don't know, H42 is the only thing on the market that you can soak your clippers in that it shows that it kills HIV and everything else. So you put this in, I pour it in, fill it up, and I just let the blades soak. And then every once in a while, I'll take a blade and I'll turn it on and run it inside of it. That's how I maintain my blades, is I keep them in a clean area separate from all the rest of them. These are the ones that are being used, and then the ones that were in that dish, those are the ones that I clean with products like this, and it works great, and it keeps you from spreading anything from one client to the next. I showed you how the blades last longer, but the blades also cost more. Each of these blades cost a different amount, ranging from, let's say, $20 up to the bigger ones, probably like $50. They're worth it because they last so much longer. It's a hard investment up front, but it's a great investment over the long term. They cut wet hair well. They do clipper over comb great. I use this blade for clipper over comb mostly. That does great. But overall, hands down, this is my favorite clipper that I've ever used. I was on a chase to find out what was going to be the best clipper. And the one thing that I realized is it's not about what's the best clipper. It's about what you're going to be able to perform the best with. Hands down, these are the best clippers for me, not the best clippers in the world. I love the way they work. I have a system set up to make it easy for me to cut with them. I like the way they feel in my hand. They're a little bit big. One problem I do have with it, if it's a smaller person or a person that's slouching in the chair, with this clipper being so long, a lot of times it gets caught between the person's, like the back of their head and their shoulder. This could hit a shoulder blade, and like I have to tell people to move their head so that I can reach in between it. There are downsides to this. It does seem like, in my opinion, it would make you cut slower. And the reason I say that, because when you're on a clipper like this, the adjustable blade makes it so you don't have to run through these 3 blades. What I'm saying is these 3 right here are in this clipper all in one. So if you're a person who wants to be able to make fine adjustments, then this is gonna be a better way for you. If you learn how to cut with blades, then you will be able to cut with an adjustable clipper, no problem. This is much harder cutting with blades than it is to cut with adjustable blade. But it seems like it's so much smoother when it works. And it flows through. Now another downside of this clipper, and I'm gonna let you hear it. When you're using detachable blades, the first thing you do is you insert the blade into the clipper. You do not close it down. You turn the blade on first, then you close it down. You hear how loud that is? That's loud. That's because of the blade though. It's like that with all the blades. This is a number 2. It's like that. But what I'm saying, you can hear and see the power. Now, let's try this adjustable blade. Not as loud. Some of the blades that I use, these 3 blades right here, your triple aught, 3 zeros, your OA blade, which this is probably the blade that gets used the most by me, hands down, this is the blade, and then the number 1. These are your 3 basic blades that would be found on an adjustable clipper. Anything after this, you're basically getting into your guards. Next after a 1 would be a 1A, and if you look at the bottom of the numbers, this one is 2.4 millimeters, this one is 3.2 millimeters. So yeah, I use different blades by different companies. So this one is bigger, so it goes like that. Then you have your 1.5, which for me, I consider this to be the industry standard of wavelength, a 1.5 blade. That goes there. Now everything after this is the stuff that gets used pretty much on every single haircut. Anything after this normally is clipper over comb. After 1.5, I feel like I can do the rest of my haircut clipper over comb. These are the specialty blades that I also use with my clippers or with my detachable blades. This one is a specialty blade to me because it doesn't get used in every haircut. Specialty blade, this is my 4/0. What comes after a 1.5 is a 1 3/4. It's just simple math. The 1.5 is 4 millimeter. The 1 3/4 is 4.8 millimeters. Then after that, you get a 2, 6.3 millimeters. It's a big difference between, once you start getting into these numbers, the numbers jump pretty big. 4.8 to 6.3, that's my number 2. After my number 2, I go to this one, 2 3/4. 2 3/4, you go from 6.3 millimeter to 7.9 millimeters. Then you have your 3.5, which typically, this is the last blade I use, period. These blades, they don't get used as often. These are the way that I eat. If I just use these blades, I have to use more clipper over comb. If I use these blades over here, especially up into this area, less clipper over comb. And this one right here is, like I said, my balding clipper. Now, the reason why I set my blades up, now these right here are just more specialty blades. They really never get used unless I'm trying to be fast. A kid won't sit still and they don't want a short haircut. So the way that I set my blades up when I cut, so my process is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing the cut, and then after I'm done with this, the detachable blades can all go away. Sometimes I'll go to an adjustable blade, but most of the time, once I'm done with these blades right here, then I'm going into my shape up clipper and doing my clipper over comb. So this is basically the main tool that I use. The majority of all my haircuts are done with these two clippers right here. I do touch-up work with this, but most of my touch-up work I feel is done, like this is the cleanup work, the making the haircut look smooth. But I still don't like to use guards because guards pop off. So I just wanted to talk to you about these Oster Octanes. They're lithium ion, I love them. I don't know what the price is right now. The first pair I bought, I paid $300. The second pair I bought, I paid like $250. I think I've got like $250. They do come with these. They come with these two clippers, or with these two blades. That's why these are black, because they came in black. The rest of them, I bought them in black or whatever, but most of the blades that I bought are just these right here. I haven't bought a blade in a long time, probably, like I said, 5 or 6 years. And I don't see a reason why I'm gonna need one anytime soon. The clippers are amazing. I love them. I am gonna be looking into trying other clippers because I do like making these videos and talking about what I like about clippers and what I don't. Hands down, these are my favorite clippers, and I'm gonna keep using them. Anyway, this your boy, Shaw, AKA Shaw the Barber, AKA Skill Hands at Work. Hey, when you get a chance, if you ever have a chance to check out the Oster Octanes, do it. I recommend them. I love them. I make my living by using them. That's what I have to say about them. Let me know what you think about the Oster Octanes. Tell me, if you have a pair, what do you think about them? Have you ever used a pair? What did you think about them? You thinking about buying a pair? If you're watching the video, you gotta have some interest in these things. I'm gonna tell you, I vouch for them. I love them, and I'm gonna keep using them. Like I said before, this is your boy,